Hello everyone, it is Carol from Lily Rose Blue with Astrid and Amber. And tonight I am going to I have an idea, we'll see if I can execute it or not. Working on a very special card to celebrate my daughter and son-in-law's 15th wedding anniversary. It was a wonderful, beautiful, beautiful day. And I cannot believe it's been 15 years. That is just absolutely crazy to me that it has been that long. Also, this, and if you add a little silver in here, which I don't have any in my craft room right now, I'll tell you more about that in a minute. These were their wedding colors. This patina or Tiffany blue, white, black, and silver were their colors. And so this is paper. We made all of the wedding invitations and little gift boxes, favors for the table, name cards, the program, you name it. We made it, and I have a ton, not a ton anymore, but I still have some of this paper from all the crafting that we did. And I just always pull this out and use it as part of their anniversary card, because why wouldn't you, right? If you had it and that's their wedding colors. So I have this idea. We'll see if it... I'm giggling because I am so tired. And when I'm tired, I get giggly, and I'm probably, like I said, I've got this idea. Whether I can execute it or not remains to be seen. And I am reaching up to grab an envelope to make sure that I am doing this correctly. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to make a fold here. And of course, I don't have my bone folder. Super, super handy. Guys, if you could see the mess that my craft room is right now, I am so embarrassed. Well, sort of embarrassed. I mean, it is what it is, and there's reasons for why it is the way it is, but oh my gosh, I am so ready to get this reorganized. And part of it is, the problem is that I just keep buying stuff, and then I have no place to put anything, and no floor space, or no shelf space, or table space. And I hate to admit this, but last week, I think it was, I cut my leg. I did need stitches. It's not that deep, but oh my gosh, I cut it because I was stepping over things in my craft room, and I cut my leg on some utensil that was in my craft tote, and cut my leg. And I did a pretty good job, and it is still sore. Yeah, I really did a number on it. Really did a number on it. I'm going to run out of time. I have got a list a mile long of things I need to get done this week before I leave on my work trip. I don't know if I'm going to get it all done. I do not know if I'm going to get it all done. Pretty sure I'm not. And so I'm in prioritization mode right now. Trying to decide, there's, how it is when there's things that you want to do versus things you should do. Yeah, I'm having that. I am having that struggle at this moment. I really, really, really want to get this room picked up, but it really isn't the priority. So, if you haven't watched my channel before, I am not necessarily a measurer. I am an eyeballer, as they say. And I use my nail to mark my paper, and hopefully I can see it after I've done that, right? So we're going to put this to the side. I just set my... Okay, where did I... Oh boy, where did I put my... Here they are. I was going to say I should... This is the problem. When your room is so full that you can't find anything, it is time to make a change. So, I apologize. I'm kind of talking all over the place. I think I've also mentioned here before that kind of each of the females in our family kind of has a bug or a bird that is kind of our signature. And my oldest daughter's is a butterfly. And we use that somewhat to decorate for the wedding. It's definitely something near and dear to her heart. And so I want to use that on this card. And is this going to work? I might not be able to do the 3 that I wanted to do. We're just going to kind of eyeball it. I wonder if I went like that. I'll think about that. All right, I have another idea. So this is Staz-On ink. This happens to be stone gray. Typically I use black, but you know what? It is out everywhere. The scrapbook store that I go to didn't have it. Hobby Lobby, Michael's didn't have it. It's not online. Scrapbook.com was out of it. So I'm concerned that there's some kind of manufacturing issue going on there. So then the next best thing was this stone gray Staz-On. Now, Staz-On is the ink that you want to use. And by the way, never, ever, ever throw away this plastic. You are going to want it to keep your Staz-On ink pad nice and juicy, so to speak. Also, I do. I know some people don't, but I have special Staz-On cleaner. Because this is, you want to use Staz-On when you're going to use water or some other kind of medium that might make regular ink that you would use run. So I am going to watercolor. That is my plan here. So that's why I want to use Staz-On. And that almost looks like black. I think it does. Anyway. All right. Yeah, I about did it. I about did it. All right. Oh, maybe it is going to work. Now it might look funny. Maybe I haven't spaced it right. I think it'll be okay. So as soon as you're done using, your Staz-On ink, put that plastic over the top and the lid. And then I am going to take my Staz-On cleaner right now, roll it over the stamp, and wipe it off. It will not, Staz-On ink will not, and it's the nature of it, right? We don't want it to come off with water or anything like water. That would defeat, excuse me, that would defeat the purpose of what we want to do. Well, you know what? I should have. It's okay. I am going to, I keep changing my mind here. Oh, goodness. Maybe we'll use these watercolors and maybe we won't if I cannot get into it. Oh my goodness. There we go. So these are Pearlescent watercolors. And I am going to use watercolor to color in these butterflies. Ooh, maybe. Yeah, I guess there's some. All right, now. So you see how that is not smearing the ink. If I would not have used Staz-On, this would have been all smeary. I don't have the steadiest hand tonight. It's okay. And not everything has to be the same, right? If we don't do it exactly the same, it's okay. Okay. So I did that. I am wondering, I thought that would be a little bit more turquoisey or patina-ish than it is, but that's okay. That's still okay. I'm just going to go with my original thought. And I was going for this ombre effect. We'll see if I pull it off. And I got way too much water on that one. If you didn't If you didn't see that, I absolutely got way too much water. Okay, we're just painting. This is a gorgeous color of blue. And it's interesting. I think it's my hand. I'm going to try this. I'm getting heavier color. There, I just went outside the lines. Gosh darn. I might not have picked the best brush either. This one just seems very much lighter, so I'm going to add a little bit. Watercolor is, once you have watercolor on, at least this has been my experience, you can go back over it, but it doesn't necessarily get that much darker. Just my opinion. And then this is the next one, and I'm not sure I like this color, so why don't I have this piece of scrap paper? All right, it's okay. I tried it on a ring reinforcement. I guess I should finish that because, you know, maybe I'll use that. Okay, so I am going to use this next shade of blue. And also coverage is different because this is pearlescent paint, watercolor paint versus regular watercolor, right? So I have to keep that in mind too. This is probably so boring to watch me do this. Thank you for hanging in there with me as I do this. I don't know if I said this or not, but this is watercolor paper that I'm using too. So you want watercolor paper as well as Staz-On ink. You know, and you could, Staz-On ink comes in a variety of colors. I've got it in probably 5 or 6 colors. And I've used it, you know, like on mixed media projects and things like that. Do I want to do anything with the body? I think not. I think I'm going to leave it like it is for now. And then I think this is going to be too big. So my other problem that I have is that all of my things that say love and hearts and all of that stuff is at my friend Isla's house. Isla, where we do our Scrappy Friends things, because I'm supposed to be working on my other daughter's wedding book, right? So anything remotely with hearts and love wit sayings and things like that is there. So I am improvising. Here. I'm going to go ahead and use Staz-On again. I wouldn't need to, but it's handy. Honestly, it's handy. And that still doesn't look even. I think that's what's wrong. I think the sticker on the front of this stamp versus the stamp itself is not quite right. So I am going to go with my eyeball of what I saw when I had the stamp turned over. And I'm going to try it out on this envelope. Why not? And it is a little crooked. Now I'm going to try it. Oh, I should have some scrap paper. I know I've got scrap paper. Hang on. Well, this is a different shade, but before I stamp it on the card, okay. All right. I think we'll be okay. Now, I am going to overlap a little bit. Do I want to do that? I don't know that I do. After all of that, I'm not sure that that's what I want to do, but that's okay. This is why I don't shy away from showing you my process or my mistakes. That's how we all learn, right? And it does take a little bit more time on the video itself, but again, I think it's worth it. I did have another couple of things pulled out that might work. The rest of the sayings on this stamp pad are wonderful, but probably not for an anniversary. You know what? Hang with me, guys. Hang with me. Hang with me. I'm going to my bag of stamps, my second bag of stamps. And I've shown you guys in a previous video of how I store things, except this goes like this. And I'm going to search in here for words. Always and forever. Except I don't have a ton of, I need it to be something great, but not too huge. Because there's just not a lot of, that says anniversary. That's kind of cute too. Oh, you know what? I have two of the same stamp thing. So guess what? That's going to go in Happy Mail someday. Oh, here's a good one. Oh, that's good. That's cute too. Thanks for being patient, guys. That says celebrate. I am just trying to find options here. I'm a fan. Yeah. Okay. And of course, I have no room I am telling you, my craft room is a mess. It's, you know what? It actually isn't messy. There's just too much stuff in here. It's, except for recent finds, it's pretty organized. Oh, this is a nice, it's not going to work on this card, but I love the little things in life like you. You are my forever and ever. You make the world a better place. You are my happy spot. You are my definition of perfection. I will never stop falling in love with you. Every piece of me aches for you. You are cherished. You are my today and tomorrow. And then this says, you are fabulous, remarkable, amazing, hilarious, breathtaking, astonishing, marvelous, phenomenal, sensational, and related to me. Happy birthday. And then this says, I will always choose you. So I might do a combination of different words here. This says celebrate. I mean, and then there's forever, happiness. You know, I could stamp, I could see what fits there. Here's also some smaller words. I would really like celebrate. I mean, you can also do that, and you can make use different fonts. This has anniversary on it. I don't know. I don't know what I think, guys. I don't know what I think. Oh, I have a feeling that anniversary is going to be too... Well, I could make it work there. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to commit to that right now because I can, and I'm going to build around that. Okay. All right, I'm not sure. I want to make sure that that gets... Also, if you push down too hard, which I tend to do, sometimes you'll get ink on your block. So watch for that, because it can really mess things up for you. Okay, so there's the word anniversary. And I'm going to get my Staz-On ink remover. We're just going to keep that handy. All right, so we've got that word. Celebrate, anniversary, kisses. Oh, I could do anniversary wishes. This wasn't where I was going, but I might do this. This didn't stamp wonderfully, unfortunately, but we're gonna go with it. We are gonna go with it. Anniversary wishes. Okay, that worked. Let's see what this looks like on here. I think I'm going to leave this alone and not stamp anything else on it. That's what I'm thinking. I can't draw a straight line. I can't glue in a straight line. I am shaky tonight for some reason. I understood before I ate that why I was a little shaky, but I don't get why I'm still shaky. Okay, so there is that. I like the pearlescent paint. I like the ombre effect that we did. You know what else I think I'm going to get? And you know, this is how creativity happens, right? You have a plan. 9 times out of 10, I modify my plan a little bit. You put something together, and this is okay, but I'm looking for a little bit more of a wow. So, hang on one second. I am coming over to get my bag of bling. So yes, this says Mary Kay on it. It's okay. I've repurposed this. And it is, well, things are probably going to fall out of here. This has all of my bling in it, or these gems, whatever you want to, you know, everybody calls it something different. Let's see if I can find, now we're getting close, some more like that would work. Or here we go. I really want to spice this up. So here we are. We're going to pull this card out. Okay, are these going to match? Here's the other thing. Are those going to match? They match this. They match this. So I think that will work. So I'm going to put one there. I'm going to put one here. And I'm going to put one here. Okay, so we've talked about you usually want to decorate in an uneven number. So I've got 3 butterflies. Now I've got 3 gems. Some people would say, oh, that's 6. It's really 3 and 3. It's okay. The other thing that I did on purpose, instead of lining this up straight across, you want to try to make a visual triangle. So that's why I kind of offset, I guess is the word, these gems. You don't want to be so linear and so symmetrical because that's not how things look in nature. I am not an art major. I'm not a design major. I don't even come close to any of those things. There's so much more I need to learn. But this is something from watching videos for years, YouTube for years, that I have learned. And I will share that. I will share that with you here. Here's the final product. I like it. I like it. It's something a little different. And I think the thing that I like and appreciate too is that because a lot of my love and hearts and lovey-dovey sayings, so to speak, aren't here, I had to improvise. And this is what I came up with. And I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I think my daughter and son-in-law will appreciate it. And this daughter does watch my channel. So honey, you may be seeing your anniversary card before you actually get it in the mail. But again, that's okay too. That's okay too. She'll appreciate it. So this is my anniversary card that I am sending to my daughter and son-in-law for their 15th wedding anniversary. And this is a little crooked. It says wishes for a lifetime of love and happiness. And I know that's more of a wedding saying, but why not use it for an anniversary? Because you still want them to have a lifetime of love and happiness, right? So I say, why not? With that, I'm sure this video was super long, and I apologize for that part. However, at the end of it, we've got a nice product here. Hopefully I shared a few techniques. I don't know how coherent my tips and tricks were, but hopefully they were. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay safe, have fun, stay healthy, be careful, and God bless. Good night.